Craig and Sasha's jungle adventure. In the heart of the lush green jungle, there lived a crocodile named Craig. He was a big, green crocodile with sharp teeth and a long tail, and he spent most of his days lazing around in the sun. The other animals in the jungle often called him lazy and useless because he never seemed to do anything exciting or adventurous. But deep down, Craig longed for an adventure of his own. He had heard many stories of animals who had gone on daring expeditions and returned with tales of bravery and excitement. Craig wanted to experience that kind of adventure for himself, but he didn't know where to start.
One day, while lying near the riverbank, Craig saw a small, energetic creature scurrying around in the trees. It was Sasha the squirrel. Sasha was always busy, running around the jungle, gathering nuts and fruits for the winter. Despite her small size, Sasha was known to be one of the bravest and most adventurous animals in the jungle. Craig couldn't help but be intrigued by Sasha's lively spirit and adventurous nature. He wondered if she could help him find the adventure he had been dreaming of. Little did he know, their meeting would be the start of a wild and exciting journey through the jungle, full of danger and discovery.
Craig watched Sasha for a while, as she jumped from tree to tree, collecting nuts and berries. He was amazed at how quickly and fearlessly she moved, and he couldn't help but feel a little envious of her adventurous spirit.
As Sasha moved closer to the riverbank, Craig called out to her. "Hey, Sasha!" he yelled, causing the little squirrel to jump in surprise.
"Oh, hi there, Craig," Sasha said, recovering from the shock. "What are you doing over here?" Craig hesitated for a moment before speaking. "I've been watching you, Sasha, and I can't help but notice how brave and adventurous you are. I've always wanted to go on an adventure of my own, but I don't know where to start."
Sasha looked at Craig skeptically. "You? Go on an adventure? You're always lying around in the sun, Craig. What kind of adventure do you think you're capable of?"
Craig felt a little hurt by Sasha's words, but he knew she was right. He had spent so much time being lazy and unadventurous that he had lost sight of his true potential. "I know I haven't been the most adventurous animal in the jungle, but I want to change that," Craig said. "I want to go on an adventure and see what the jungle has to offer. And I was hoping you could help me."
Sasha looked at Craig for a moment, considering his request. Finally, she nodded her head. "Okay, Craig. I'll help you. But you have to promise me that you'll be brave and follow my lead." Craig agreed to Sasha's terms, feeling both excited and nervous about the adventure that lay ahead. He didn't know what was in store for him, but he knew that he was ready for the challenge.
Sasha and Craig set off into the jungle, with Sasha leading the way. Craig followed closely behind, trying to keep up with Sasha's quick pace. As they walked deeper into the jungle, Craig couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement and wonder. He had never ventured this far into the jungle before, and he was amazed by all the new sights and sounds around him. Sasha suddenly stopped in front of a large tree. "Okay, Craig, this is where we're going to start our adventure," she said, pointing up to the top of the tree. Craig looked up at the top of the tree and gulped. "What do you mean?" "We're going up there," Sasha nodded. "Yep, we're going to climb to the top of the tree and see what we can find." Craig hesitated for a moment, feeling a little unsure of himself. But he didn't want to let Sasha down, so he took a deep breath and followed her up the tree. The climb was difficult, and Craig struggled to keep up with Sasha's agile movements. But he didn't give up, and eventually, they reached the top of the tree.
From their perch high in the treetops, Craig and Sasha could see for miles around. They could see the winding river, the dense jungle canopy, and even a distant mountain range.
Craig was awestruck by the beauty of it all. "Wow, This is amazing. I never knew there was so much to see in the jungle. Sasha smiled. Told you, Craig. The jungle is full of surprises. And we're just getting started.
After their tree climbing adventure, Sasha and Craig continued to explore the jungle. Sasha led the way, taking Craig on a winding path through the dense foliage. As they walked, Sasha pointed out different plants and animals, telling Craig interesting facts and stories about each one. Craig was amazed by Sasha's knowledge of the jungle and her ability to navigate through it with ease. As they walked, they heard a loud rustling in the bushes. Sasha quickly grabbed Craig and pulled him behind a nearby tree. What was that? Craig whispered, his heart racing.
I'm not sure, Sasha replied, peering through the leaves. But it could be dangerous. We need to be careful.
Suddenly, a huge panther emerged from the bushes, its eyes fixed on Sasha and Craig.
Craig felt a surge of fear, but Sasha stood tall and brave, facing the panther head-on. Stay back, she warned Craig. I'll handle this. The panther let out a fierce growl, and Sasha responded with a series of quick, acrobatic movements. She darted around the panther, jumping and flipping through the air. Craig watched in amazement as Sasha dodged the panther's claws and teeth with ease. Finally, Sasha landed a decisive blow on the panther, knocking it to the ground. She turned to Craig, smiling. See? We can handle anything that comes our way. Craig was both impressed and grateful for Sasha's bravery. He realized that he had a lot to learn from her and was eager to continue their adventure together. After their encounter with the panther, Sasha and Craig continued their journey through the jungle. Craig felt more confident now that he had witnessed Sasha's bravery and skills in action. He knew that he could rely on her to help him through any challenges they might face.
As they walked, Sasha suddenly stopped in front of a large, mysterious cave. This is it, Craig, she said, gesturing to the cave entrance. This is where our adventure really begins. Craig looked at the cave warily. He had heard stories of dangerous creatures and treacherous paths inside caves. Are you sure this is a good idea, Sasha? It looks dangerous.
Sasha smiled confidently. Trust me, Craig. We'll be fine. And think of all the amazing things we could find inside. Craig hesitated for a moment, but he knew he couldn't back down now. He took a deep breath and followed Sasha into the dark, ominous cave. As they walked deeper into the cave, Craig felt a sense of unease. The air grew colder, and the sound of dripping water echoed through the tunnels. But Sasha kept moving forward, undaunted by the eerie surroundings. Suddenly, they heard a loud growling noise. Sasha and Craig froze, listening intently. The growling grew louder, and they realized it was coming from up ahead. We need to be careful, Sasha whispered to Craig. Stay close to me. They cautiously moved forward, following the sound of the growling. As they turned a corner, they saw a huge bear standing in front of them, its eyes fixed on Sasha and Craig. Craig felt his heart pounding in his chest. He had never seen a bear up close before, and he didn't know what to do. But Sasha stepped forward, her eyes fixed on the bear. Easy there, big guy, Sasha said calmly. We're just passing through. We won't harm you. The bear seemed to consider Sasha's words for a moment before slowly backing away, allowing them to pass. Craig looked at Sasha in amazement. How did you do that? How did you know what to say?
Sasha grinned. I've been studying the language of animals for years, Craig. It's just another skill I have up my sleeve. Craig felt a newfound admiration for Sasha's intelligence and bravery. He realized that he had a lot to learn from her and was eager to continue their adventure together. As they continued their journey through the cave, Craig and Sasha encountered all sorts of challenges. They climbed over boulders, waded through icy streams, and navigated narrow tunnels. Sasha seemed to know exactly where to go, and Craig followed her lead, impressed by her knowledge and determination.
Finally, after what seemed like hours, they emerged from the cave into a beautiful, sunlit clearing. Craig looked around in awe, taking in the lush green trees and vibrant flowers. He felt a sense of wonder and excitement, knowing that they had discovered something truly special. Sasha smiled at Craig's reaction. "This is one of my favorite spots in the whole jungle," she said. "It's so peaceful and beautiful here."
As they explored the clearing, they heard a strange noise coming from a nearby tree. Sasha scampered up the tree, and Craig followed close behind. At the top of the tree, they found a family of adorable baby monkeys, chattering and playing in the branches.
Craig couldn't resist their cute, curious faces and reached out to touch one of the babies. But the mother monkey suddenly appeared, chattering and scolding Craig with a series of warning sounds.
Sasha quickly intervened, speaking to the mother monkey in her language. She explained that they meant no harm and just wanted to say hello. The mother monkey seemed to understand and eventually allowed Craig to pet one of the babies. Craig felt grateful to Sasha for her ability to communicate with the animals and knew that he would never forget this incredible experience.
As they made their way back through the jungle, Craig felt a newfound sense of confidence and adventure. He knew that he had a true friend in Sasha and couldn't wait to see where their next adventure would take them. As they returned to their home in the jungle, Craig and Sasha were greeted with cheers and applause from their animal friends. They had heard of the brave and daring adventure that the crocodile and squirrel had embarked upon, and they were eager to hear all about it. Craig and Sasha recounted their journey, from their encounter with the panther to their exploration of the mysterious cave and their encounter with the family of monkeys. The animals listened in awe, amazed by their bravery and resourcefulness. As the night fell, Craig and Sasha settled down to rest, tired but happy after their adventure. They knew that they had formed a special bond and that their friendship would continue to grow stronger with each new adventure they took together. As Craig closed his eyes, he couldn't help but feel grateful for the amazing journey he had been on. He knew that he had learned so much from Sasha and the animals of the jungle, and he felt eager to explore even more of the wonders of the world around him.
And so, with a sense of excitement and anticipation, Craig drifted off to sleep, dreaming of all the adventures that lay ahead. Thank you for joining Craig and Sasha on their jungle adventure. They learned that with bravery, friendship, and the willingness to explore, they could overcome any challenge they encountered. And most importantly, they discovered the beauty and wonder of the natural world around them. May their story inspire you to embark on your own adventures and explore the amazing world we live in. Goodbye for now, and happy adventuring.